Good morning. You know, it's very seldom that we see our young people who are doing things that are right. And my heart just overflowed when I read the article in the Dothan Eagle about this young lady who has a Bill Gates full scholarship to Harvard, and also you have the Horatio Algiers scholarship. But in doing so, scholarships are fine, but you're still going to need some extra for snowshoes and the type of snowshoes, snow boots, etc. But the type of clothing you're going to need, they don't even sell it in this part of Alabama. But I was just going through your bio. Alexa has a 4.43 GPA. That's outstanding. So that tells me you've been taking a lot of college courses. And the mayor and mainly this commission just wanted to recognize you for that. And I only have one charge for you. Not if you're going to be successful, but when you're going to be successful. We want you to reach back and you help somebody else. And remember one thing: yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir will carry you a lot farther than yes and no. And here's a little love offering. Nobody has to know, but there's $2,000 here. But the donors, they wish to remain anonymous. So we love you. Give me a big hug.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Good morning. I just wanted to say thank you so much for everything, and I'm so excited to be going to Harvard in the fall, but I'm really going to miss the small town feel of Dothan, so thanks so much.
Proclamation. Whereas amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a fatal neuromuscular disease which completely shuts down every muscle in your body and robs each individual person of their dignity. Whereas we strive to educate those in the community about this disease and provide emotional support to the family and members of those diagnosed with this disease. Whereas the city of Dothan, Alabama is proud to designate May as ALS Awareness Month. Now therefore, I, Mike Schmitz, Mayor of the city of Dothan, in such capacity, do hereby proclaim the month of May 2011 as ALS Awareness Month. And at this time, this is Charles Johnson and this is Terry Collins. Terry would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. Also, thank you, City Commission, and Mike West, and all government leaders for recognizing and proclaiming May as ALS Awareness Month. I'd like to also thank Charles Johnson for leading the way. He's been carrying the flag for Lou Gehrig's and ALS for years. Charles has been an inspiration to a lot of people and to me personally. And I know before I was diagnosed in 2008, I didn't know about ALS other than my connection with baseball and Lou Gehrig. And now I know more than I want to about ALS. But it's a disease that's rare, and it means a lot to help raise awareness and the assistance the city of Dothan with the Music Fest and other events in the city means more to us. It's not a large group with ALS, but we are individuals that have tried to help the community just like everyone else, and we were the lucky ones that have this disease. But I think we're the strong ones that also help raise the awareness. So with the city's assistance, we've been able to do that. And I thank you for it. And Mayor, thanks again for all the help you give us. Thanks a lot.
Charles would like to say something.
Let me mention a couple of things. We have a Alabama ALS Association, and we also have a local support group. The Southeastern Tri-States ALS support group, and the number that we can be reached is 797-2151. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, Police Week. Chief Greg Benton, please come up for the next proclamation. Whereas the Congress and President of the United States has designated May 19th as Peace Officers Memorial Day, and the week in which May 19th falls as National Police Week. Whereas the members of the Dothan Police Department play an essential role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of our citizens and visitors of the city of Dothan. Whereas it's important that all citizens know and understand the duties, responsibilities, hazards, and sacrifices of their law enforcement officers, and that members of our police department recognize their duty to serve the people by safeguarding life and property, by protecting them against violence and disorder, and by protecting the innocent against deception and the weak against oppression. Whereas the men and women of the Dothan Police Department unceasingly provide a vital public service, now therefore I, Mike Schmitz, Mayor of the City of Dothan, in such capacity, call upon all citizens of Dothan and upon all patriotic, civic, and educational organizations to observe the week of May 15th through the 21st as Police Week. Chief.
On behalf of the men and women of the Dothan Police Department, and in honor of the four officers that gave the ultimate sacrifice for this community, I want to thank the Commission, the Mayor, the City Manager for your support of the Police Department, and also the citizens of Dothan, because we are public service. Thank you. Having a law enforcement memorial held in the courtroom on Thursday at 10 o'clock, honoring all of the police officers that have been killed in the line of duty in the Wiregrass area. So I would really appreciate it if you wanted to come, that we would definitely have room for you. It's in the city courtroom. Thank you.
Whereas emergency medical service is a vital public service, and the members of the emergency medical service teams are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whereas access to quality emergency care by emergency medical service teams consisting of emergency physicians, emergency nurses, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, firefighters, educators, administrators, and others dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injuries. Whereas the members of the emergency medical services teams, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands and thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. Whereas it's appropriate to recognize the value and accomplishments of emergency medical service providers by designating Emergency Medical Service Week, Now therefore, I, Mike Schmitz, Mayor of the City of Dothan, do hereby proclaim the week of May 15th to the 21st, 2011 as Emergency Medical Services Week.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Commission. Thank you, Mr. West and citizens for proclaiming this week EMS Week. There's a lot of components that make up EMS. That's what we call Emergency Medical Services, EMS. In the audience today, we have several members of the EMS system, as well as standing up in the hall, law enforcement here. It's a large group, and I am honored just to be here today to accept this on behalf of all these. But I'd ask them to please stand and be recognized for all the work you do in this community. Police Chief.
Come on, guys, come back.
Everybody, please stand. Ambulances, all y'all, just please stand. These are the people. This year's theme is Everyday Heroes, and these are the people that make it happen in our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For the rest of the District 6 residents, we have another town hall meeting coming up this next Tuesday, 5:30 at Westgate Recreation Center. And anyone who's interested, please attend.
And had a meeting up there, and on the way back in front of Troy Dothan, I saw one of our police officers pushing a car out of 231 lane off to the side of the road, and it was Officer David Schwab. And he had 3 ladies in there, and he's pushing them. So I did park and got out and helped push, but it was downhill, luckily for me at that point. But I just, you know, it's good to catch our folks doing things that they don't get credit for, and I just want to say all the department heads, they work really hard to create the best customer service. You know, with almost 1,000 employees, do we drop the ball? Sure. Do we need to improve? Sure. But I'm going to tell you, it's a #1 focus of these department heads. I don't care whether it's finance or public utilities, whatever it is. They care about taking care of our citizens, and I just enjoyed catching the officer sweating a little bit and working. But the ladies were so grateful because they were scared and because they were in the middle of 231. So I just want to say thank you for all that. So at this,
Well said, Mayor.
thank you. At this time, we have communication from the city manager.
Yes, first I'd like to invite Larry Williams and Chris Etheridge and Sean up to announce the EMT of the year as well as the paramedic of the year for the fire department.
Thank you, Mr. West. Thank you, Commission, Mayor, for letting us be part of this and for recognizing EMS Week. Each year during EMS Week, a member of the Dothan Fire Departments or members of the Dothan Fire Department choose one of their own that excel in providing emergency medical care. An outside panel takes these nominations, and this panel is comprised of EMS professionals, and they evaluate them and they choose 2 representatives, one an EMT and one a paramedic, to be the EMT and paramedic of the year. Before I announce the 2011 winners, I'd like to congratulate all nominated members and offer a special thanks to you and every member of the Dothan Fire Department for continuing to meet the challenges of EMS in our community. It's ever so growing, and you continue to meet those challenges. The first award that I'd like to present is the John T. Ingram EMT of the Year Award. As many of you recall, John Ingram was tragically killed in 2001 in a motorcycle accident. John was very active in EMS, and this award signifies his dedication to the department and to the fire EMS profession. And I'd like to recognize, first of all, his father, Tim Ingram, who's in the audience. Tim, if you could stand up. Thank you for being here. The John T. Ingram EMT of the Year Award is presented to firefighter EMT Jeremy Alley. This year's recipient has been employed with the Dothan Fire Department since 2007. He currently serves on Engine 1, which is one of our busiest, Engine 1 and Truck 1, one of our busiest stations in the city, where he provides emergency medical care at the basic level. Jeremy has taken the lead role in everything from acquiring patient vital signs for the paramedics to acquiring 12 lead EKGs and transmitting them to the receiving facilities. He has a great work ethic and is a great part of the Dothan Fire Department team. Please join us in congratulating firefighter Jeremy Alley as a 2011 John T. Ingram EMT of the Year.
Good job, young man.
The Dothan Fire Department's 2011 Paramedic of the Year has been employed with the fire department since 2007. Actually, Jeremy and the paramedic were both hired at the exact same time. He is currently assigned to Station 9 on A shift and is responsible for emergency medical care at the paramedic level. He's also responsible for firefighting duties as well as technical rescue. And he also does something that's very special, especially to me in EMS. He assists me with implementing and maintaining our 12-lead transmission program, which has come under a lot of limelight lately, and he does an outstanding job with it. Recently, we embarked on this program to transmit 12-lead EKGs for the citizens of Dothan and the surrounding areas, and Jesse was pivotal in setting up and maintaining this program. He volunteers countless hours to maintaining the high standards the Dothan Fire Department set when we embarked on this program. Please join us in congratulating firefighter paramedic Jesse Taylor as a 2011 Paramedic of the Year. That concludes our program, and again, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Webb.
Thank you.
I'd like to announce that last weekend we had Fit to Fight. 10 o'clock. Okay. 10 o'clock. Okay, 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. That's what I had. I don't know why I said 10:30. But anyway, last weekend we had Fit to Fight. The fire department raised over $5,000 to help them buy fitness equipment and keep our firefighters in shape. That was good. And yesterday it was announced that we have received a $142,000 grant from the state for additional expansion of our recycling program. And I think, Jerry, if I'm correct, the plans here to expand the commercial and nonprofit and city recycling, primarily focusing on paper, which is a great commodity right now. I think I read yesterday that a cardboard price is now $142 a ton, which is a great price for cardboard. So we'll be giving you details on that a little later on. And that concludes my remarks.
Okay.